Siding repairs in Houston, Texas. The 5 key questions you should ask before hiring anyone. Avoid home improvement nightmares by using these insider tips brought to you by Altex Exteriors. When we created these questions, we phrased them in a way that will allow you to tell who is experienced based on their answers, along with which companies are operated in a safe and professional manner. It's important to know that 76% of homeowners surveyed after having home improvements performed on their home reported a dispute with their contractor, and 66% required intervention from an outside source. We suggest that you let each contractor know that you'll be asking for verification to their answers in hopes of preventing temptation to exaggerate. So let's get started. Number 1. What type of insurance do you carry? Any contractor that you're considering for your project must have 2 key insurance policies. First, a workers' compensation policy and a liability coverage policy of at least $1 million. Make sure that your contractor isn't cutting corners and that your best interests are covered by asking to see documented proof of these 2 policies. On a final note, an article recently published in Remodeler magazine reports that over 40% of the work performed on home improvements will need to replace after 1 year due to poor workmanship. So you can understand why following these guidelines closely is so important. Make sure to click the link below this video to receive a free report on the 7 most expensive mistakes homeowners make and a $500 off coupon for your next project. Schedule a free on-site visit with one of our home improvement experts today. Number 2. Are you familiar with the wind zone requirements in my area? Depending on where you live, requirements for installation can vary drastically. Make sure that your contractor is aware of these standards and follows strict installation guidelines. A qualified contractor should not only be able to tell you which wind zone you're in, but also realizes that any non-compliance of these guidelines can nullify your insurance. Number 3. Do projects like this really require permits? This is actually a trick question because the answer should be nothing less than yes, without a doubt. If your project isn't permitted, it has become common practice that the city require that all previous work be torn down and redone under the permit's new requirements and at the expense of the homeowner. Number 4. How many years have you operated under this business name? Failure rate is extremely high in the home improvements industry for businesses under the 10-year mark. Forego some of the serious issues that can come with hiring a younger company to deal with a project this size. It's common in the home improvements industry for businesses to exaggerate the number of years in business by stating the number of years they've been in the industry altogether. Try to avoid anyone with less than 10 years of business history. This will undoubtedly help to ensure a level of consistency and service throughout the project. And finally, number 5. Do you add your clients as an additional insured? In my opinion, this is where the average consumer gets it all wrong. If you, the consumer, isn't listed as an additional insured on the contractor's insurance policy, then you, the consumer, is the one at financial risk. On a final note, an article recently published in Remodeler magazine reports that over 40% of the work performed on home improvements will need to replace after 1 year due to poor workmanship. So you can understand why following these guidelines closely is so important. Make sure to click the link below this video to receive a free report on the 7 most expensive mistakes homeowners make and a $500 off coupon for your next project. Schedule a free on-site visit with one of our home improvement experts today.